it's Miss B. I'm so glad you made it back for another fun story and some projects. So again, I'm going to give you a list of some things you're going to need if you want to do some projects along with me, and give you a minute to pause the video and go get those. If you just want to watch and maybe just watch or watch and do the projects later, that's okay too. So for the story we're reading today, you are going to need a mirror. Actually, the mirror is optional. If you don't have a mirror in your house, and I'm talking like a little handheld one, we use this to brush teeth. And if you don't have something like that, it's okay. Or if you have a mirror that stays in one spot, you can just listen to the story in front of that mirror and use the mirror after for our activity. But again, if you don't have one, that's okay. You're also going to need a ball. This is kind of a big ball. You can use a smaller ball. If you don't have a ball, or you're not allowed to have a ball in the house, that's okay. Maybe grab a stuffed animal. I grabbed Peter Rabbit. So a ball or a stuffed animal would be totally fine. And then for our art project, oh, my heat just kicked on. Hope it's not too loud. For our art project, you're going to need a piece of paper and 4 shades of the same color. Does that make sense? So I picked green as my color, and I found 4 different markers and a crayon that were different colors of green. If you can only find 2, that's okay. If you don't think you have any, then you have a different task, and that is to go around your house and think of a color and try to find as many things of that color that you can. So my favorite color is blue, so I thought I'm going to go around the house and find as many blue things as I can. And I came back with just a random collection of blue items. Very random stuff. Just as many things I could grab in like 30 seconds. So come back with a little mirror or not. If you don't have one, that's okay. A ball or a stuffed animal, and either paper and 4 shades of the same color. So some are light and some are dark, or 2 or 3 if you have it. If you don't think you have any of that, pick a color and find as many objects around your house as you can that are that color. And come back and we'll read a fun story and do some activities together. Okay? Press pause, go get those things. All right, you're back. Let's do it. This is one of my favorite stories. This is called The Skin You Live In, and it was a gift hand-me-down from my niece to us when the girls were born. And it is by Michael Tyler and illustrated by David Lee Sisko, and it's published by the Chicago Children's Museum. So here we go. It's a little bit longer, but it's got a pretty good rhythm to it. I've read it a lot of times, so once I kind of knew how the book went, I kind of picked up the rhythm of it, and I love it. So it's called The Skin You Live In, for those cool end papers. Hey, look at your skin, the wonderful skin you live in. The skin you're all day in, the skin that you play in, the skin that you snuggle up, cuddle up, lay in, the skin that you beam in, the skin that you scream in, the skin that you dream about eating ice cream in, the skin you have fun in, the skin that you run in, the skin that you hop, skip, and jump in the sun in, the skin you laugh in, the skin that you cry in, the skin that you look to the sky and ask why in. Sorry, my lighting's a little off. What are you gonna do? It's baby-born new skin and your family too skin, and it glows when it shows that it knows we love you skin. It's face the rain, bold skin, and snow angel cold skin, and warm again, let it in, sunshine, behold skin. It's trembling fright skin and cringes at night skin, but turn off the lights and make birthday cake bright skin. It's whatever you do skin, it's happy, it's you skin, you can't live without it. I'm glad it's me too skin. And look at the shades it comes in. The shades of your colorful skin. your coffee and cream skin, your warm cocoa dream skin, your chocolate chip double dip sundae supreme skin, your marshmallow treat skin, your sponge sugar sweet skin, your cherry topped candy dropped frosting complete skin, your pumpkin pie slice skin, your caramel corn nice skin, your toffee wrapped ginger snapped cinnamon spice skin, your butterscotch gold skin, your lemon tart bold skin, your mountain high apple pie cookie dough rolled skin. My goodness, is anyone else getting hungry? All these descriptions of food and how it compares to skin. Now look once again at your skin and the skin all people live in. It's not tall skin or short skin or best in the sport skin or fat skin or thin skin, you lose and I win skin, nor sad skin or mad skin, you're naturally bad skin. I'm rich and you're poor, and you'll never have more skin. It's not dumb skin or smart skin or keep us apart skin or weak skin or strong skin, I'm right and you're wrong skin, nor she skin or he skin, you're better than me skin, I'm lesser than you skin. It's me against you skin. It's not any of this, because you're more than you seem. You are all that you think and you hope and you dream. You're a gifted creation with imagination. You're a new day desire to reach even higher. You're the feelings that start from down deep in your heart. You're the pride and the joy inside each girl and boy. So whenever you look at your beautiful skin, from your wiggling toes to your giggling grin, think how lucky you are that the skin you live in so beautifully holds the you who's within. And like flowers in the fields that make wonderful views, when we stand side by side in our wonderful hues, we all make a beauty so wonderfully true. We are special and different and just the same too. Oh my goodness, as I was reading that, I picked it for a reason that had to do more with feelings that we're going to talk about in a second, but that actually had a lot of connections to the book we read yesterday. That's Not How You Do It with Lucy and Tashi. I thought how that book was kind of about how even though people are different, that doesn't mean some people are bad and some people are good. It just means everyone has a different way. That was Lucy and Tashi. Everyone's way of doing things was different. And this book is about how even though people look different, that doesn't mean some are bad and some are good. It just means people are different. So not a really cool connection to that. But actually the reason I chose it was because I wanted to talk with you about feelings. Gosh, there's a lot going on right now, huh? Like I'm feeling like I miss you all. I would rather be doing this with you right here, but I'm doing it into a camera and hoping that you're listening and having fun with it. But I wish we could be together. But we can't. Everyone has a really important job to do right now, staying home, staying safe so that we can all get healthy. And when we do get back together, there are no more germs to pass around to each other. But there's a lot of feelings about that. There's a lot of fun. Sometimes staying home can be fun, but sometimes you're like, oh, maybe this is a little boring, or maybe I'm a little bit sad about missing my friends, missing my teachers. And all of those things are okay. It's just kind of important to stop and feel your feeling. You know what I mean? Don't ignore it. If you're feeling something, maybe find a grown-up and talk about it or write about it or draw a picture about it. Today we're going to act it out. So I have a bowl here that has all different feelings in it. And if you have your mirror, this is where you're going to grab your mirror. I don't know what a mirror is going to do in the video. It might be a little weird. If you have a mirror or can look in a mirror, then do that. If not, just do these things back to me. So I'm going to pick from the bowl, and there are a bunch of different feelings in here. And so after I show you the word and we read it, you're going to, if you feel comfortable, show what that feeling would look like. And sometimes the feeling might be just in your face. So if it's mad, you might be like, make a mad face. But sometimes it can be your whole body that has this feeling. So let's see what it looks like for you. Oh my goodness. Disgusted. So imagine you just saw something really gross, like, we were outside the other day and I stepped on like a worm and it kind of exploded and the girls were like, "Ooh, gross, that's so disgusting." So if you were disgusted or maybe you ate something that you didn't want to eat and you didn't like the taste of it, what face would you make? This girl is going, disgusted. Can you make a disgusted face? Nice job. Disgusted. Gross. I did not like that thing. It was gross. Ooh, proud. Proud. Can you see what she's doing? She's got a big smile on her face. We can't see her eyes, but she's going like this. Yeah, I feel pretty proud of myself. Good job. Pat yourself on the back. What do you do when you feel proud? I think smiling is kind of always involved when you're feeling proud, right? Yeah, I did a good job. I'm proud of myself. Happy. Happy, big smile. Maybe more than just a smile. This guy's like, yeah, I'm happy. Last night we were playing soccer in the backyard and Romy scored a goal and immediately her hands went up and she smiled. Yay! She was so happy. Her hands shot right up into the air. She was happy. Also a little proud. Sad. Sad. This girl's eyes are wide open. Her face is kind of, and I don't know if you can see. She does have some tears coming out of her eyes. So you don't have to make yourself cry, but what face do you make when you're sad? Frown. My eyes go down, my face, my mouth goes down. I'm sad. And that's okay. It's okay to be sad. Hopefully you have someone you can talk to when you're feeling sad. Excited? Oh boy, he's bouncing. Big smile. His eyes are closed. He's feeling it. And he's bouncing. You ready to do this with me? You're going to have a big smile on your face and you're going to jump into the air like you did something that you're really excited about. Did you do it? Oh, I hope you did it. You're excited. Okay, let's see what else. Surprised. I guess you could be surprised in a good or bad way. He doesn't particularly look happy. Maybe surprise doesn't always mean happy. Surprise can be good or bad or in between. But surprise, oh my goodness. Your mouth does go open, doesn't it? You kind of take a big gasp. I'm surprised. Did you do it? Be surprised. Maybe you're thinking, what is Miss B talking about? And you're a little confused. What is she talking about? I do not understand. Then you're just watching me like I'm a goof. But maybe you're making that face too. Or all these faces. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm a little confused. Some days I'm happy to be home. And then I'm sad to be away from my friends at the same time. Confused is like I feel two things. I'm not sure how I feel. Upset. She's mad about something. Oh my gosh, this is like Lucy in the book yesterday. Remember like the smoke coming out of her head when she's upset? Stomp your foot sometimes. And remember, she exploded. She said, that's not how you do it! And she was upset. 2 more. Worried. Maybe you're feeling worried about what's going on right now. You're like, I don't really know how it's going to turn out. I'm a little bit worried. That's okay. We're all in this together, right? You're worried. What face is that? A little bit worried. Can you make that face? Last one. Oh boy. Okay. So first we had upset. And that was like, I'm a little mad. And now we have angry. Okay. Now listen. If your grown-up is not doing something super important right now, like on a phone call for work or doing some work at their computer or something, I want you to do this with me. You're going to give a little like, ah! Ah! You're angry. Sometimes you scream when you're angry. Okay, so if your grown-up is not doing something super important right now they don't want to be interrupted with, can you make an angry sound? Ah! like Lucy in the book yesterday. Ah, that's not how you do it. She was angry. How'd you do? All right, pick your favorite one and do it again. There was angry, disgusted, proud, happy, worried, sad, excited, surprised, confused, and upset. Give you one more chance. That's your getting your wiggles out before we do our project. Did you do it? Nice job. It's okay to have all of those feelings, and it really helps if you have someone that you can talk to about it. So if you're feeling, especially kind of those yucky feelings like angry, upset, worried, make sure you tell a grown-up. And even if you're not quite sure what it is, say, I'm feeling confused. I'm not really sure. I'm happy and I'm sad. And your grown-up will want to help you with that. Okay, so here's our project. So some of you came with paper and 4 shades of the same color, okay? And some of you came with, I'm making sure my markers don't roll off the table, came with a lot of different shades of the same color of different objects. So if you have things like this, you won't be able to do the coloring part. If you have, I'm gonna tip this down so you can see my supplies. Okay, if you have paper and markers, you're gonna do a little bit of coloring. So I'm gonna set these people up first. If you have objects that are not coloring objects, you're gonna try to make them, put them in order from darkest to lightest. So if I look at all of these things, I want my darkest object to be over here and the lightest one to be on this side. And then I can kind of go through the other ones and figure out what goes where. So you can do that while some of you do some coloring. So if you came back with a piece of paper, I can't see what I'm showing you, but I hope this is working. You're gonna take your paper and you're gonna fold it in half. The long way, call that the hot dog way. Hot dog, because it's long like a hot dog. You're gonna fold one side to the other side so that you have something that looks like a little book. And then if you have 4 colors, you're gonna fold it again. If you only have 2 colors, you're gonna stop folding there. And I'm gonna fold it again because I have 4 colors and make a crease so that now I kind of have this really narrow piece of paper. Can you see that? And when I unfold it, it's gonna have 4 different sections. You can see where the folds are. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you're gonna do here, if you have 4 things to color with, you're gonna color from the darkest to the lightest in each section. So, I mean, this is my darkest color that I have. So I'm gonna color this whole box, yikes, in this dark color. That's all gonna be colored in. I'm doing scribbling right now. If you can do more than scribbling, then that's your challenge. So that's my darkest color. I'm gonna go back and color that whole thing in. But then I'm gonna take my next darkest color, and I don't know if you can quite see the difference, but I can kind of see the difference. Let's see how it looks on paper. I can kind of tell that the green I'm using now is a little bit lighter. And in the book, The Skin You Live In, these were called shades, right? The shades of your wonderful skin. Maybe you picked brown or tan as your color, and you've got those different shades of brown, like different shades of skin. I picked green because that's what I could find. So if you're doing more than me, you're going to color that whole rectangle in. And then I'm going to pick my next lightest color and color this next box. And oh my goodness, I can really see how the shades of this color are getting lighter. And I'm just going to do a little bit, and you can do more than me, but you don't need to sit here and watch me color. That's probably not super fun for you. Oh, I really like the way that's turning out. Actually, it's making me want to go back and do that one a little bit more because I love the way I'm seeing these shades get lighter across the paper. I'm channeling my inner Miss Rulo right now. I'm sure she'd have a much better lesson about shading. but that is why she is the art teacher and I am not. So my last rectangle here, I have my lightest green, which is like, well, it's called lemony lime. Lemony lime, and I would agree, it's a little more limey than lemony to me. It's kind of looking like a yellow, but it's definitely lighter than the other ones. So I think I figured it out. The lightest to the darkest to the lightest, and those are my shades of green. So you should go back and color the whole box in, okay? You don't have to do that right now because we have one more activity to do, but that's actually really cool, and that's going to be its own little fun like art project when I'm done with it. It's reminding me of those paint chips you can get at like Lowe's or Home Depot or something when you're trying to figure out what color to paint. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So you went back and colored in all of these white spaces with the shade. And if you were working on the other project where you put things in order, maybe you even had time to go find some more stuff from around the house and add that back in. That'll be pretty cool too. All right, I've got one more activity. This is kind of our movement activity. So some of you went and got a ball, and some of you aren't allowed to have balls in the house, and I hear your parents on that one. That's okay. So I have a ball, and in this book, actually, I'm going to get the book one more time and show you the page that I'm connecting to. Well, the whole book, let me backtrack a second. The whole book was kind of about the shades of skin, but that's the page I was thinking of when we did that coloring project, especially that word there. See how they used all different shades of brown to make the word in the book? I love the little details in this book like that. Okay. The page I'm connecting to for our movement activity is this one. It's not tall skin or short skin or best in the sport skin. Look at his arms. The pictures in this book make me laugh. They're kind of goofy, but I really like it. Okay, so that's why we got a ball, because you are going to pick one of these things that I'm describing or try all of them. And then after the video is done, maybe you can keep going back and moving your body with your ball or your stuffed animal. If you have a stuffed animal, you're pretty much just going to be throwing and catching it up to yourself. Now listen, there's some rooms in your house where you're not allowed to throw things and be crazy. This is the room in our house where we're not allowed to throw things and be crazy. So if you're in that room in your house, you're just doing some throwing and catching. Throwing and catching. Maybe you can get a little bit higher every time. Maybe you can try it just with one hand. You're going to do that. If you have a ball, you can do the same thing. Throwing and catching. Throwing and catching. Throwing and catching. The girls did basketball this winter, and they were trying to teach them to go up and keep it totally above your head the whole time, which was really tricky. Maybe you can try that. If you're allowed to, only if you're allowed to, you can try bouncing it. Maybe you can bounce it just with one. Maybe you can just push it and catch it with two hands. You can try that. I also thought maybe I have a wall right here. I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to roll the ball and see if I can get it to roll back to me. Oh, I couldn't. Maybe I can throw it a little bit, but only because I'm allowed to do that. If you're not allowed to be so rough in your house, that's okay. You can just practice something a little more gentle, just like the book described. It doesn't matter if you're the best in the sport, right? That's not what it's about. It's just doing your own best. So that was it, my friends. That was our story for today. The Skin You Live In. I hope you liked it. It's a little bit different, but it actually had a lot of connections to the book we read yesterday and to just kind of what's going on right now. How are you feeling? Think about that when you're feeling something and your grown-ups are like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing that? I've asked the girls a lot over the last couple of weeks. What's going on? Maybe you can think about one of those words, or maybe you're just, I'm confused. I don't quite know why I'm acting like this. And that's helpful for grown-ups to know too. So that was our book for today, The Skin You Live In by Michael Tyler and illustrated by David Lee Sisko. And I'll be back tomorrow with another book. Hope to see you there. Bye.